let's dive into your forecast for Monday, August 11th. Now we'll begin with the whale breaching off the waters in Newfoundland. My goodness. Never had this experience myself, but it must be quite a magical moment. Looking pretty close to the action here. Now we also had another majestic scene from nature, the double rainbow over at McDonald's. It's a tale as old as time. In Red Deer, my goodness, what a beautiful sight with the rain still kind of falling there. Now, looking across Canada, we are dealing with some heat for many, and with the dry conditions alongside that, wildfire concerns increasing across many parts of the country. Look at our humidex values in the east. We'll be talking more about that. First, let's start in the west, where heat warnings are in effect for a good portion of southern British Columbia and for coastal areas as well. So that's going to remain a factor for today. We can see temperatures for Victoria at 33 degrees, while Vancouver not included in the heat warning, but 29, feeling closer to 32 with the humidex. And here's the pattern driving this heat. It's also helping to deliver some dry conditions. Now we might finally start to see some of these coastal showers move a bit further south alongside this cold front. Now the good news with this cold front moving through on our Tuesday evening, that should really drop temperatures by midweek. So Vancouver will see things back down to 23, and then a much more stable, cooler pattern will continue. Now, taking a look at our thunderstorm threat in the prairies today, this is going to spill over a bit into northwestern Ontario. And so the activity we're seeing earlier in the day really intensifying into the afternoon, while tomorrow it does look like the thunderstorm and the active weather potential will more so be targeting areas like northern Alberta. Now, strong wind gusts on tap for our Monday, you can see here, and that will likely continue into the day tomorrow, although Manitoba, northwestern Ontario, and Alberta looking at maybe the more windy Tuesday conditions. Here's a look at our conditions for this afternoon, and getting a little bit hotter in Alberta for the day tomorrow, with temperatures into the 30 range for areas like Medicine Hat. Now, turning to the east, temperatures are scorching and the humidex values are through the roof as well, so widespread heat warnings. Not a surprise to see this in effect. Now, it's been very dry as well, and for areas like Ottawa, it's been a 17-day stretch of dry weather, and that's rivaling the longest stretch of dry weather we've seen since 2017, where we had 18 days, and it looks like we might eclipse that, as by Wednesday we might be seeing some thunderstorm activity in the nation's capital. Beyond that, we'll see a little dip in temperature before things heat back up heading into the weekend, so just a very short-lived relief from these sweltering conditions. Also looking at some thunderstorm potential in parts of northeastern Ontario today. Timmins this afternoon could be in the thick of it before this pushes further east. Now, getting a sense of Quebec's conditions for today, a lot like what we're seeing in the rest of eastern Canada. Sunny, dry, and very, very hot and humid. Now, much like we're seeing in parts of Ontario, we will get a little bit of relief later this week before a hot weekend does appear to be ramping back up. And for Atlantic Canada, my goodness, look at New Brunswick. No surprise to see our wildfire concerns have really escalated in that province in particular. Today for Miramichi, feeling like 44 with the humidex, and we hope to see some rain. Not a whole lot of that on the way, so Newfoundland could get some moisture, but the rest of the region looking fairly dry.